Hi everyone, we are the Pandemics, and for our Managing Growth project, we chose to look at the Kiss Baking Company. Now, Kiss was established in 1978 in El Sicuro with just two products, the orange and chocolate cupcakes. We're now in 2021, and today Kiss is the largest wholesale bakery in the Caribbean. Their company comprises of 100 trucks that deliver products to businesses and houses all over Trinidad and Tobago. Over the years, Kiss has expanded to the dessert divisions that they provide birthday cakes, muffins, cupcakes, and so on. The company also exports to some other Caribbean islands such as Guyana, Suriname, Grenada, Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua, and St. Vincent. In this assignment, we hope to provide Kiss with some useful projects that could help to further the growth of their business in different ways. But before we do that, I will pass you on to Isaiah Williams, who will demonstrate some strategic tools that we use to analyze Kiss.
Okay, hi. Allow me to give you a quick overview and insight on the frameworks and points that were found on Kiss. So firstly, let's look at the SWOT analysis. Now, the strengths that were identified for this SWOT analysis were an established brand. Everyone knows of Kiss as they've been around since 1989 and they're the largest wholesale bakery in the Caribbean today. Another strength would be the wide product range. Not only does Kiss offer a variety of products to its customers, it constantly enhances them, allowing Kiss to meet the different tastes of the markets. To add to that, Kiss has skilled labor. In order for them to create these breads and cakes to the liking of consumers, skilled labor is required. Another strength would be their extensive research and development. This helps Kiss develop new products to ride different trends. A small example of this would be the Kiss fruit cakes that are sold during Christmas time. Kiss also has a very extensive distribution network. Kiss distributes its products throughout Trinidad and Tobago as well as the wider Caribbean, which gives them access to various markets. Marketing. Kiss would utilize all forms and mediums of marketing. A well-known one would be their delivery trucks, which is very noticeable on the roads of Trinidad and Tobago. Now for the weaknesses. The first weakness identified was equipment maintenance. This could be very costly because Kiss utilizes a lot of machinery to produce their goods, and if equipment aren't maintained, it can result in an underproduction. Price sensitivity. The consumers in this market are very price sensitive, so any increase in the price of goods, for example bread, may cause customers to switch from Kiss to competitors or substitute goods like Cricks or more healthier choice. Another weakness would be eco-friendly packaging. This is a growing awareness in TNT, which can severely harm Kiss revenues if certain environmentally friendly practices, such as the packaging of their goods, are not adopted. The product life. Now, baked goods expire quickly, so this must be monitored closely, or it can tarnish Kiss image if expired goods are distributed to consumers. Now, for the opportunities Kiss face. The first opportunity would be to grow regionally and internationally. Now, Kiss can open factories within other locations in the Caribbean, and furthermore, they can even partner with an international bakery and distribute their products to foreign markets. Another opportunity would be new target markets. As consumer taste changes, new markets open up for Kiss to take advantage of. An example of this would be consumers who prefer gluten-free based products. Eco-friendly product packaging is another opportunity. Kiss can switch from a plastic-based wrapping of their products to a more eco-friendly substitute to show a sense of responsibility in the market. Now for the threats that Kiss face. The first threat is competition. This exists from the small bakery outlets such as Linda's Bakery, Bakery Treats, and the bakery sections in the groceries such as Extra Foods, Marcy, and True Value, who will compete with the individual product lines of Kiss. Another drastic threat that we all face right now will be COVID-19. COVID will cause a delay in the importation of goods, which can result in the underproduction and may even increase the price of raw materials, causing a rise in the Kiss products prices, and as they have price sensitive customers, which can affect them drastically. Now, last threats would be changing customer taste. Kiss may not be able to keep up with changing taste of customers. For example would be like customers changing to a more healthier based lifestyle, as Kiss products are mostly sweet treats such as the cakes and pastries and breads. They may not be able to take advantage of this market, which is a threat to them. Now for the pest analysis, looking at the political factors, changes in policies, increases in taxes and restrictions from foreign exchange will all affect Kiss. In 2015, a change in government caused an increase in the fuel prices, which resulted in an increase in the product prices in order for them to pass along the cost to consumers, because Kiss has 100 delivery trucks to distribute their products. Taxes were also increased to 30%, and restriction was placed on foreign exchange to manufacturers that were not eligible, which both affected Kiss. Now for the economical factors, in the economic downturn in 2014 due to a fall in oil and gas prices resulted in a depreciation of the TTW. This depreciation caused an increase in the price of raw materials which Kiss imports, causing an increase in Kiss product prices. Social factor. With Kiss product being predominantly sweet cakes and bread, growing trends like a rise in health conscious consumers poses a threat. This will force Kiss to now innovate and create products such as the Healthy Balance 12 grain loaf to target these customer segments. Technological factor. Now, technology plays an integral part in the mass production of breads, cakes, and pastries for Kiss. In order to distribute products locally and regionally, to keep up with the demand, they require the appropriate equipment in order to satisfy its consumers and stay competitive in the market. The legal factors. Kiss must abide by a lot of laws, acts, regulations, and standards, as well as possess the appropriate license, which all impact how they operate and how they produce their product. Some examples are the food and nutrition laws, human resource laws, international baking standards, Food and Drugs Act, as well as customs and trade regulations. Now for the environmental factors. In the Caribbean, we experience extreme heat periods, droughts, and hurricanes that would affect Kiss operations. In a period of extreme heat, there will exist a shortage of wheat. This can cause the price of wheat to increase as it becomes more difficult to source, which may be passed along to consumers. Water shortages caused by droughts can affect the mass production of Kiss products, as water is a main ingredient in the baking of goods. And severe weather conditions during the hurricane season can delay the distribution of Kiss products as well as the importation of raw materials. Right? Now to pass you on to Mary to speak on the growth strategies. So now let's look at Potter's 5 forces. So firstly, the threat of new entrants, which was with Kiss brand image, size, customer loyalty, product development, excellent customer satisfaction, and its distribution networks, both locally and regionally. This gives Kiss the advantage over new entrants into the market. Now let's look at the threats of new substitutes. This was high because there are other bakeries that provide healthier versions of breads or the option to customize cakes. Even though this may be more expensive, it meets the needs of the health conscious customers or customers with different preferences, causing customers to switch over to these substitutes. Bargaining power of suppliers. This was low because Kiss sources its supplies locally and internationally. Therefore, if there exists like a price change, Kiss has the option to switch between suppliers, which will basically eliminate whatever power these suppliers may hold or think they hold. Bargaining power of customers. This was high because there was also a very high threat of substitutes, and with this, customers will have the option to switch between Kiss products and other bakery products based off their taste or preference. Now moving on to the competitive rivalry within the industry. This was low because Kiss possesses the financial resources together with the brand image and recognition to aggressively compete by providing a different variety of bread or cakes or pastries in order to gain the advantage over their competitors. This will help to keep the competitive rivalry within the industry to a minimum.
Okay, so the first project we have is the Kiss Supreme project, and this project was intended to promote growth via new and current customers. So currently, KISS provides their product to the middle and lower class, and that was confirmed by the human resource manager of KISS. I think their logic is to provide an everyday product to everyday people. So they dominate these two markets and they have a high market share within these two. However, there's always opportunity for growth, as we know. So KISS has never provided really for the upper class market or other niche markets in particular. So on my observation of going to these more upper class centered businesses like Adams Bakery and so on, observing what it is people purchase and what they want, it seems that these persons prefer healthier options like vegan cake or cakes with no eggs or cakes with more flavors that have a wider variety of flavors, So this growth strategy provides KISS with the opportunity to not just increase their customer base but to also increase their market share which in turn lowers the competition's power and also increases potential profits for the KISS Baking Company, while also increasing their networking and connections to the businesses as well, which will give them more exposure and experience in the long run. So, in terms of what this project will entail, so really what KISS is doing is rebranding and creating a new segmentation for their business that will provide a wider range of cake flavors and designs while also having healthier options in terms of the flour they may use and the inputs that they put into the product as well, right? So obviously, if it is they're trying to provide higher quality items or more items, it may be more expensive in terms of the production cost for these things, so their prices will be a bit higher in this rebranding segment. So in order to grow the business via the new and current customers, KISS must develop the projects that provide more flavors, example like carrot cake, lemon cake, because right now they only have the typical flavors like marble, sponge and chocolate, and even red velvet and so on. So they need to up their game in terms of those things. They need to have up-to-date fashionable designs. So a project to have up-to-date fashionable designs. And many of their designs are outdated. You could tell they're not keeping up with the times. So maybe they might want to look at researching a bit of what it is their people like nowadays. A project also to start providing healthy options. So even though KISS provides things like the healthy balanced bread, and many people also complain that it's either not healthy enough or the quality is mediocre. So if they started providing their own bread made of sprouted wheat, barley, spelt soybeans and lentils, and that is gluten-free, they will be able to take advantage of the market again by providing a healthier local option to customers. And people might stay away from buying products like Ezekiel bread and so on because they now have a local option. In terms of your finish to start or your dependencies, I would say this project is not really dependent on the further projects that my group will further explain, but I would think it would be more dependent on things like time, money, and market size. Why, you may ask? It's because we are currently in a pandemic, and even though this is a wealthier market, they too may be cutting back on spending. So it's essential that it comes out at the right time to ensure the project's utmost success. Money and market size are closely related in the sense that KISS must ensure that the market size and the persons who they would like to target should be big enough to cover their break even more than, let's say, maybe 20 to 25%, to ensure that they make something off of it and they have profits from this particular thing that they want to pursue. Their market must be interested and supportive of this new venture as well. In this way, KISS will ensure that there's proper funding for such projects so that everything can be done to the best of the ability of the company and provide excellent service. For us, we thought that this project should take 10 months to a year, and during that time period, in order to get this project up and going and so on, research and development has to happen, and it's obviously a valuable tool to any business. It will allow the company to conduct proper market research and really help the rebranding to go smoothly. Then we have an activity such as the trial and error process, so the prototype phase. During this time, the business will be testing to see what works and what doesn't work in terms of the actual product recipes and marketing of the product itself. Finding new suppliers. Due to the fact that we will want to be creating healthier options, they would need to outsource new inputs to their product. So whether it be local or international, they would want to find maybe the cheapest option or the most valuable option to them, and that fits the business well. Sampling and testing the products in the market. So they would want to have before they fully launch this project, they would want to see how it is customers are reacting to it. So maybe by hosting small but impactful launches at like PriceSmart and Massy stores, and you set up tasting booths and so on, and you record customers' live reactions. It will help to give the business feedback before they launch, so they can make those adjustments, and it will also help to see how customers are reacting to it as well. After this, you will segment launch, and it will be perfected to the customer's liking, and your advertising and marketing will be at its highest point here, where the company is trying to make its highest profits. Another activity will be constant observation and reevaluation. So this activity will be held constant at all times to ensure the satisfaction of the customer and ensure KISS standards are being upheld. In terms of the key resources for this project, there are many things that could be seen as important, but the most important that I was able to pick out really was the research and development team, because they will need people to properly go out and see what exactly their market wants and how to bring it across. Then also their labor, their bakers, their factory workers. All these people are crucial to the success of the project. Without them, there would be no KISS Baking Company. So they have to make sure that their performance is efficient and effective, cohesive and informed, and also that they are always motivated in this process. Their equipment and materials, so things like ovens, mixers, things that help to make the finished project, they are very important as well. Marketing materials, so this resources how we will communicate to our customers, and it will actually show the value of our products. So we have to make sure that we have excellent informed advertisement, product brochures, billboards, our social media is up to date, and that we are answering people on time and so on.
Okay, so for project 2, we're going to be speaking about extending their product line. Now, KISS Baking Company should extend their product line by offering more options of bread and other goods such as bagels, croissants, baguettes, ice cream, cake pops, and other desirable goods in order to further increase their market share, as well as benefiting from diversifying their product line. KISS Baking Company can benefit from this growth strategy as it gives their customers more options to choose from and allow the company to provide something different while still providing something very similar, as they already offer goods such as bread, such as whole wheat, white, cupcakes, and cakes, etc. By doing this project, KISS would be able to generate more sales and increase profitability and competitive advantage of the organization, therefore allowing the firm to achieve growth via building or acquiring new products. Now, growth via building or acquiring new products. KISS is a popular baking company providing an array of personalized desserts and baked goods such as breads, cakes, and cupcakes, as mentioned earlier. The baking company dominates the market through their products by selling to supermarkets and small groceries across Trinidad and Tobago, as well as exporting to selected regional islands and strong social media presence. KISS can boost their success via developing new products. And its growth strategy would allow the company to expand its product line and in turn provide customers with a wider range of items to choose from. By growing the business via producing new products, KISS would be able to acquire new customers and retain current ones, increase market share, and sustain its competitive advantage in the industry. Now, we're going to speak about the key activities as well as the key resources that would happen throughout the process of the project. Now, the project estimation time would be around 6 months. During this time, KISS would be engaging in activities such as local market research and development, trial and error, creation of packaging, creation of advertisements, providing a list of customizations, and determining prices. Now, local market research and development. Local market research and development needs to be done in order for the business to allow the demand for these products and how their customers feel about the new incorporation and direction they are heading in, giving them an idea of how the market would respond. Trial and error. Now, during this phase, the production of these products would be perfected through the process of trying new recipes and fixating measurements, etc. Samples and other tests would also take place in order to make sure the items are ready to be sold publicly and that all faults and criticisms are taken into consideration beforehand. Now, creation of packaging. Now, as we extend the product line, we'll have to take into consideration new packaging as well as making sure that it fits the season, since we do that a lot and we have a lot of holidays, etc. Now, creation of advertisements. Well, we all know that marketing and advertising is extremely important to reach new customers and provide exposure and boosting sales. Provide a list of customizations. Customers would be able to customize their order, giving them flexibility and allowing them to be creative and bring their ideas to life. The option of customization fits all customers' needs as well as events, bringing efficiency. Determining prices. So, as the company extends their product line, the cost of these products need to be determined through market and internal research, such as looking at the raw material, looking at labor costs to ensure that the company is still making a profit as they extend and invest in a new product line or new goods. Now we're going to be talking about the key resources for the project. So, key resources for this project will be research and development team. This resource will be shared across the KISS Supreme project and the expansion to international markets project. Another key resource would be raw materials such as sugar, flour, and other key ingredients that may be used in the process of creating these new items. We also have to take into consideration the equipment in order to make these desirable goods, such as the ovens, the mixers, the sheet pan racks, and capital, where we need the funds to fund the business. Not fund the business, fund the project. So now I will pass you on to my colleague, where she will be speaking about Project 3, which is the creation of the KISS app.
Project 3 is the creation of the KISS app. The app will allow customers to easily access the services and information, whether it may be to place an order or access the different types of products offered by the business. The app will also help KISS gain an upper hand over competitors. The project will also assist the business in building a stronger brand and boosting profits, along with providing current and new customers with the highest level of efficiency and effectiveness when dealing with the business, thereby allowing KISS Baking Company to achieve great via new capabilities. The project is estimated to take a year and 6 months to complete. During this time, KISS will be in activities such as setting a budget, finding an app developer, customizing the app to our liking, constant testing of the app, and then launching the app. Some key resources for this project includes capital. This resource is needed to fund the project. The next one is the research and development team. This resource will be shared across the extension of the development of the app. This resource will also be able to help KISS interact with the customers so that they can make the app user-friendly as well as eye-catching. Project 4 is the training programs. KISS Baking Company can send some of their bakers to culinary school so that they can learn more than what they have been trained to do via the on-the-job method, or even to enhance their skills. This can also be done so that individuals can learn how to bake other goods rather than what they have been specialized in. Training will also be good for the business, as it can reduce employee turnover, improve the bottom line, and drive efficiency. This would be a good project for the business, as they would always have skilled, qualified workers. The project estimation time for the training program is an ongoing development process. During this time, KISS will engage in activities such as finding a suitable online course or local courses that our employees can partake in to enhance their skills. Also, to monitor to see if skills developed through the training program are impacting sales positively. Some key resources for this project include capital. This resource is needed to fund the project.
So another growth strategy that KISS can use is growth via new or current geographies. So currently, KISS Baking Company's main business operations are located in Chaguanas, Trinidad and Scarborough, Tobago. In addition to this, the organization exports its offerings to the Caribbean islands of Guyana, Suriname, Grenada, Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua and St. Vincent. So being the largest wholesale bakery in the Caribbean, KISS Baking Company should capitalize on opportunities and achieve even more growth via new geographies. This type of growth strategy would provide KISS with the opportunity of expanding its current business operations and product offerings to international markets such as Canada and the United States. It would also give KISS the opportunity to work with and respond to new markets' demand by introducing new products and services, thereby taking advantage of new trends within the market. By utilizing this growth strategy, KISS would be able to attract new customers, thus increasing its clientele. Additionally, the company would have the ability to increase market share, improve the sustainability of the firm, increase competitive advantage, and capitalize on new opportunities. So a project that KISS can undertake to help it achieve growth via new geographies is expanding the business internationally. So this can be done by developing a whole new business within the market, as well as partnering with other international companies such as Walmart. For this project, KISS can examine various international markets by applying different analytical frameworks such as Porter's 5 Forces and PESTEL to determine the feasibility of entering each market. Additionally, the company can conduct market research to discover any new trends or demands within those markets. This in turn would help KISS tailor their products and processes to suit that of the market, allowing them to increase their customer base. By undertaking this project, KISS will be able to have a clear insight as to which international markets would help the firm gain the most profit and success, thus achieving growth via new geographies. So the estimated time for this project would be 2 years, and the project can't start unless its successor projects, which are the KISS Supreme project, the extension of the product line project, the creation of the KISS app project, and the training programs project, have finished. Also, during the time of the project, KISS would be engaging in activities such as research and development, and this is a necessary tool as it would allow the company to capitalize on its strengths and conduct proper market research to ensure that their upcoming rebrand and segmentation of the business are in line with the needs and wants of their target market, which would help KISS increase the likelihood of potential profits. Also, this tool would help KISS research the baking industry in international markets to determine what items are in demand and what are more preferred by consumers, thus allowing the company to develop new and improved products or adjust their product line to cater to customers. Secondly, KISS would have to determine where they would like to sell their products and to whom. So, by engaging in this activity, KISS will be able to properly identify their target market so that they will be able to position products in areas that are easily accessible to targeted customers, thereby allowing the business to optimize performance and sales in international markets. Thirdly, KISS would have to host partnership meetings with international businesses. So this activity would allow the company to develop strategic plans that would assist the company in partnering with international businesses, thus helping them achieve the overall goals of the organization. Next, the company would have to gather proper documentation. So this would allow KISS to have all the necessary documents it may need to begin operations in international markets. Another activity, KISS would have to ensure that the business's operations are in line with international food and safety regulations. So by engaging in this activity, KISS would be able to ensure that its operations do not violate the regulations of the market industry. Next, they would have to assess their capital, and this would give KISS an insight as to where the company currently stands financially. And with this knowledge, KISS would be able to put things in place to source finances from elsewhere, such as banks or credit unions, if necessary. Next, communicating with current employees. So this activity would allow the company to get employees on board with the change of the organization. And it would also give employees the opportunity to provide their ideas for things such as marketing and more. Lastly, they would have to understand the cultural differences of the international markets. So by understanding the cultural differences, KISS will be able to adjust its operations, such as marketing and branding, to suit that of customers. And the key resources for this project would be a research and development team and capital, which is needed to, of course, fund the project.
Alright guys, well, with that being said, we hope that these projects will promote further growth for KISS Baking Company and that they will continue to dominate the market. If there are any suggestions that you all think we missed out that we could have put in, please let us know on the forum. Thanks again, and we hope you enjoyed our presentation.